You heard some of the stats that Frank just mentioned. 30% almost of new board appointments have been for black people. Is that the kind of lasting progress you're looking for?
That's the kind of progress I'm looking for. Lasting is what we have to make sure happens. That's the adjective in front of the progress word or the adverb. Because, we know that when we take the foot off the pedal of anything that is hard, that we can slide back. So I'm really pleased with the progress so far. That's one of the fundamental goals of the Board Diversity Action Alliance that was mentioned in the piece. And we're making progress. Corporate America is making progress. But we have to make sure that this is not, famous thing that I say from Hamilton, it's not a moment. You have to make sure this is a movement, that it keeps going, that we continue to hold seats, grow seats, that we grow Latinx directors because they're kind of falling a little bit behind, that we, et cetera, that we diversify the boardroom and diversify the C-suite. One of the things that we looked at, go a little bit offline, is because all this data is for publicly traded companies. But if you look at PE firms and VC firms and look at their portfolio companies, boards of those companies, or the C-suites of those companies, I think that you will find that there is significantly less progress there. You'll find that there's no progress there. And so we have to continue to look, continue to push. We have educational institutions, healthcare institutions, we have the government, et cetera, where diversity can't just stop in the corporate suites. It has to kind of expand across America and hopefully across the world.
What about black women in particular, Ursula? I don't think, your book was a real wake-up call of just how rare your path is for black women in America. What about the progress there, and why do you think that in particular has been so challenging?
Your facts are right. It has been a paltry number. Even the pipeline is paltry today. So there's a lot of work that has to be done for African-American women or for black women anywhere in the world. So we have to get to it. That's number one. The reason why the pipeline is so small is that we're a subset of the subset, right? We're always a subset of the subset. So everybody focuses on women, they focus on white women. They focus on men, they focus on black men. We fit neither of those categories. Our needs, our circumstances are different from both. There's some commonality, but they're different from both. And most people just haven't gotten around to us yet. Literally, they don't even think about us. They get the women thing, check, done. They get the black male thing, check, done. And someone raises their hand and says, we have no female of X that looks like X. And they go, oh my God, that's right. You're so right. So I think part of it is we fall between the cracks kind of literally in these two massive groups. The second reason is that the pipeline for us is, for the other areas, it's not as stark as it is for black women. The pipeline for us is thin. And we absolutely have to spend significantly more time in corporations and educational institutions as mentors, people like me, white mentors and male mentors as well. We have to spend more time with black women, encouraging them to actually stay committed, to even start participating, and then once they participate, to stay committed in corporate America, because quite honestly, they are discouraged by the low numbers. They're discouraged by the literal lack of attention, the lack of specific knowledge about how to deal with them, by just the low numbers. So we have a lot of building to do. The good news, though, Sarah, is that if you look around us now, we now have three women, me, one retired and two active, who are literally leading, full-fledged main industry firms. No excuses. Roz is amazing. Chasunda is amazing. These people will be phenomenal. That should help us as well. And we finally have people like you in the media, people who are on business councils, people who are in the government, people who are in business in general, who just know that because we're screaming about it, that this additional class of people, this additional class of diversity has to be focused on as well.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.